Hey everyone, this is Dan Bell, and welcome to the Filming Channel. Now, I want to show you this footage from today. This is raw footage that I shot earlier today at the Eastpoint Mall in Baltimore. This is the Sears store at Eastpoint, and they announced they were closing, I believe, back in November, but they still had a couple more weeks to go in the liquidation sale, to mark down all the merchandise so they could clear the store out. And it seems like in the middle of that process, they said because of unforeseen circumstances, they had to shut the store down even before the end of liquidation. So the store was closed. Now, how did I get in? Well, I'll tell you. So I was in the mall. I noticed that the gate was down, but I saw people walking around inside. So I was like, wonder if they're open. Maybe the side doors are open, and that's how people are getting in. So I went outside, drove around to the side door, and the side doors were also locked with the same sign due to unforeseen circumstances. We're closed for good. And I'm like, no, it just can't be. So I went over to the merchandise pickup door, which had a lot of people coming in and out. And I thought, well, maybe they're customers picking up merchandise. So I just said, the hell with it, I'm going in. So I went in, and it was just people working, like taking the store apart, and guys taking like big, huge bins full of store signs and advertising signs and everything, just filling a dumpster up outside with it. But this is not a lot of footage because I did not want someone to see me walking around through this obviously closed store filming. So I just tried to blend in with the people that were in there working. There was probably a crew of about 20 or 30 people in there. And we're going to get a look around, but this is out. This is the mall entrance, and that's the sign those two people are reading right there that said, due to unforeseen circumstances. So while I'm walking around, I'm like, maybe I could just say, I was here looking at fixtures. I was just so nervous because it would have been a really awkward situation to be told to leave, and then they probably think I would be like press or something. And these stores can be very, very crazy when it comes to the situation that they're in. And then, a journalist comes in and films stuff. Not that I'm a journalist, but, they don't like it. So anyway, here is the appliance department. And there was a lot of activity going on in the appliance department. So I just walked through over here to the lawn and garden, and then back behind those black curtains is the auto center, and we'll go in there in just a second. Here's tools and stuff. So you can see the store was not done. They only have 20 to 70% off. At the very end, it's usually 90% off. So they obviously were not done with the liquidation, and I wonder what happened. I wonder, why that was even ended early. Here we go in here, back in the auto department. One thing I love about this area here is that television, that box television hanging from the ceiling. It's so old school. Now, this Sears is not very big. It's a very small Sears compared to the other two anchors that are at Eastpoint Mall. The JCPenney is probably double in size of the Sears. And the Burlington Coat Factory is also probably double or maybe even more space than this Sears is. But, so here's all these people are working here. And they were like cleaning the appliances. And here's some kind of a HEPA filter, I think it said. It was, they're doing something. I don't know exactly what they're doing. Maybe it was some kind of leak or something. I don't know. And here's this tape. If carton appears to be tampered with, enter claim immediately with the carrier. So I guess they're keeping people away from, or employees from touching this stuff because it's going to be loaded up on a truck or returned, or, you know, who knows what it's what that means. But a lot of the sections were taped off, and it was a very weird experience because I totally was not supposed to be in here, and but the store was just, it was just ransacked and disorganized and just piles of stuff everywhere. It was so crazy to see that, because usually when Sears or Kmart has their liquidation, they, as each day goes, they condense what's left into a section of the store, and then they shut the other sections down and keep everything organized and clean. And you can see this section here. It's like, doesn't even look like it's been touched. You know, it's just, this is the men's department. It doesn't even look like anything's been touched. And right ahead there that's the lawn and garden. And then to the right is the appliances. So it's a very small store, not very big at all. And I'm actually surprised that this location shut down, because it seems like a lot of people out in that section of Baltimore shopped here. So I don't know. I guess it wasn't doing well. Here's the guys carrying out signs to the dumpster. I thought this is the part where I was going to get caught. And then outside, I was waiting, because you see here on the right those cherry pickers. I was waiting for somebody to come along and take the signs down, because that would have been a great shot, but never happened. And man, it was cold. Anyway, hope you enjoyed this video, and make sure you visit shopdanbell.com. Thanks a lot.